Are you ready?
Good afternoon. My name is Ryan Ferentz, and I'm here to talk about the welding process and the various types of welding that I have done in my academic career so far. Welding has a long history. The history of welding has come a long way since the Bronze Age. The Egyptians were making pieces of art by welding metals together thousands of years ago. Since the 1800s, welding has come a long way. In 1892, welding received its first patent. Some of you may be wondering, what is the function of welding? Welding is the joining of metals. What welding does is join metals or other materials at their molecular level with the technology that is available. Welding is used to create or repair metal structures by fusing metals together. This is done by using an open flame, also known as acetylene. In 1836, a man named Edmund Davy discovered acetylene. 3 decades prior, a man named Sir Humphrey Davy invented a battery-operated tool that is used on arc carbon electrodes. A number of welding processes have been developed since the 1800s. Some of the welding processes that I will be discussing are stick welding and MIG welding. Almost any metal can be welded depending on the process and conditions. The people who determine what and how the metals can be welded are called metallurgists or welding engineers. The 3 most common welded metals are steel, aluminum, and stainless steel. I personally like to weld with steel. The first step in the welding process is practicing safety. Some of the safety products include a welding helmet, gloves, cap for your head, safety glasses, welding jacket, and boots. A welding hood is important because welding arcs emit both IR and UV lengths of light. If you leave your eyes unprotected from this light, you could experience burning or discomfort or possible damage to the eye. The welding hood also protects you from getting flash burns from the sparks. Making yourself familiar with the type of welding machine you will be using is another important element. There are many styles and brands out there, but I prefer to use Miller. The process of welding and components. There are 4 components to a weld. The 4 components are the metals themselves, a heat source, a filler metal, and shield from the air. The welding process works like this. The metal gets heated to its melting point. At the same time, there is some sort of shielding from the air to protect it. And then the filler metal is added to the area that needs to be joined, ultimately producing a single piece of metal. Welding is all about the flow and control, getting a feel for the wire speed against heat and thickness of the metal. It comes down to a lot of experimenting and trying not to force the weld by just laying down a ton of wire. When you can read what the metal is doing, you can dial in the speed and heat for beautiful, strong welds. Stick welding. Stick welding and metal inert gas and flux core arc welding and tungsten inert gas welding. All of the above listed process require electricity to create heat needed to weld metals. The main difference between all of these processes is the way the filler metal is added and how the weld is shielded from the air. Stick welding uses a rod that has a powder coating on it that burns or melts to create a shield from oxygen. And some rods have filler metal added to the coating to speed up the welding process. Stick welding is the most common form of welding. If I had to rate stick welding from a 1 to 3, stick welding would be a level 2. It is also the best process to use and to weld outdoors. I find welding to be an interesting field for a career choice. Welding is used in so many different types of industries, from automotive to building bridges, repairing ships, and working underwater. An average car has over 4,000 welds. I look forward to continuing my education goal to become a welding engineer. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to explain the welding process. Thank you.